Area 51 in Egypt. You ever heard of it? Neither have I, but check this out. This theoretically could be what Ross Coulthart was talking about when he came out and said they built a building around it.
They built a building over it.
They've built a military base around this area.
Yeah, it's a ruined pyramid. The pyramid is gone. All that's left is the underside of it, much like the pyramid at Abu Rawash. But there is something at Zawiya El Aryan there's a major energy anomalies. There's like weird physics doesn't really follow its normal laws there. There's I've heard extraterrestrial objects from off planet there, that there's a big underground complex right under there. There are some things that make it one of the most difficult places in Egypt to get access to. I only know a couple people who have been able to get in there, but there's a very important site connected to it, and there's some kind of like portal energy or some kind of potentially interdimensional thin spot in time space or something like that, some kind of a anomaly, which is why I think they built the military base around it.
Interesting information as it comes just on the heels of what we just discovered underneath the pyramids. Let's see what Ross has to say.
People are going to question what I'm about to say. What if some of that shit is so big it can't be moved? Big. So big they built a building over it in a country outside of the United States of America. I know that sounds preposterous. It's very, very easy for people to go, oh, there's no evidence. Imagine if what Mr. Grush is saying is true. Think about the implications of that. I know exactly where it is. It's absolutely gobsmacking that it's being kept as a secret. Imagine having an object that's so big, it's just not conceivable to move it.
Let me just tell you, I did cut this together. I'm questioning the fact that Ross may be talking about that same location. I find it very interesting. I've also had Egypt on my radar now for probably about over a year before they even started speaking about it. And Ross was one of the first people to jump on that. I don't know if you guys paid attention, but he just did a recent video about him going to Egypt, going inside the pyramids.
Here we are in Edfu Temple. It's quite special. It's also crowded. Beautiful sandstone walls covered with incredible hieroglyphics, including hieroglyphics of what looks like a temple being levitated.
I don't know. It's questionable. Same day I changed clothes. Listen, also Lou Elizondo speaks about hieroglyphs.
Ever noticed, seen, heard of, or heard whispers of any type of language or symbols apparent on these craft?
Yes.
If I show you a picture, can you confirm or deny?
It depends.
Can I try?
Sure.
Someone has taken the liberty of pointing some of these symbols out and saying that there is some type of resemblance to this language.
When I was at the Pentagon, I spent considerable time researching ancient script and hieroglyphics and symbology, and to see if there was any similarity on what was seen on the outside of these vehicles, which appeared to be some sort of glyph or rune, if you will. I am not familiar with this actual one, but
you are familiar with
absolutely,
there being symbols on the outside of the craft.
Yeah, which, by the way, is significant. That means something.
Like I said, everything happens for a reason, and nothing is coincidence. We'll see you next time.